Figured it out, I'm glad to say. Figured it out. I know now. Figured out the problem. It was the resolution. The resolution was a bit too high. Now, there's a lot of resolution settings that you can set in this game, and I've picked that one there. It's in the middle somewhere. It's not too high, it's not too low. It's not the best, and it's not the worst. It is something else. Something in between those two things. So, my apologies. You're not going to get the best game in all the land. You're not getting the best quality of Mega Man 11 in the world. But, well, in my case, it's either this or have a game that just doesn't play very reasonably at all. At least with this, the speed is acceptable. You could always consult one of the 50 other Day 1 Let's Plays, I'm sure, that all exist for this game, if you wish. I'll bet all of them start with somebody saying, "Hey guys, what's up? I'm so excited to bring you this series. Hey, before the video starts, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe below. Because don't forget to do those things before you've even watched the video. Don't forget to like the video before you've even watched the video." Now, first things first. While I was getting all of the... Well, while I was testing the graphics settings, I happened to accrue a whole bunch of screws. And so because I realised that how much of a shaft I've probably given myself by making the difficulty the highest possible in a Mega Man game on a completely fresh playthrough, I'm going to buy as much items as I can with that screws to get my way through things. You may call it cheap, and that is what I'm doing. So let's get 9 lives. Now get 6 E-tags. Good. What else can we buy?
Yo, Mega, can I interest you in some parts?
I don't want that auto charge thing. Well, that Buster Plus thing is actually quite nice to have. I'm a bit surprised how fast these chips are coming up. I hardly did much. I just walked about a bit and died a few times getting game overs to try and change the settings again. Before I realised you can change the settings at any time by pressing the P button. But oh well, too late for that.
Yo, Mega, can I interest you in this is what you want, buddy? And there you have it.
I think I'll have that maximum energy tanks increasing item actually. But you know, that's enough for now. Let's leave the shop with that. Let's go back to Fuse Man like we were doing. But as I was saying earlier, if you want to see a maximum quality playthrough of this, then I'm sure that one of the other 50 Day 1 Let's Plays that I'm sure will exist for this game will be able to give you that. One of the many playthroughs that will surely exist for this, that starts with the person going, "Hey, what's up guys? Before we go any further, please don't forget to go below the video right now and click the like, comment and subscribe button." Oh, sorry, no, don't forget. Please don't forget to click the like, comment and subscribe button. That's it. Always don't forget. Always consistently that. Don't forget to do it. Don't forget to click those meaningless buttons that don't really do anything. Because allegedly, like some scientific study... If you ever wondered why YouTube people say that stuff so much, it's because some science study once, like 10 years ago, claimed that there's evidence that if you say that in your video, more people will do it, and you'll get more people to watching you, more view counts and stuff. Allegedly, I think that's the reason they all do it. That's the reason. Like, if you ever wondered why people care so much about this, like why they care so much about saying that specifically, because they all say it. That's the reason. I'm really looking forward to one day. I hope another science study appears that completely debunks that. I hope something proves one day that it makes absolutely no difference whatsoever if you tell people to don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Because I just want to believe that that whole thing is completely worthless. Anyway, that's... where are we? Fuse Man stage. The speed is decent now. And Mega Man. Now I've got all those extremely cheaply procured items that I can just cheap my way through the game with. I feel a lot more confident now in my complete lack of skill. Because again, it's all about the special items. I was at... Oh, I thought that was going to instantly slam me there. It didn't. The dreaded disappearing and reappearing blocks of Mega Man fame, which I have no illusions at all, they're definitely going to be in this game, without question. Let's not pretend otherwise. The dreaded vanishing box over a bottomless pit is a Mega Man classic. When I get confronted with that, then I might start having problems. Energy tanks aren't going to save me there. But the 9 lives might. Anyway, Fuse Man. Whoa, I think that little play symbol that appeared in the bottom left is the checkpoint marker. That means we made it to a checkpoint. Mega Man gets slammed from here on out. He will return safely at the last checkpoint he activated. So you have nothing to fear, Mega Man. Even death will not end your reign of Meganess. Mega Man, whoa! Jeez. Yeah, these screws, they're called P-bolts in some of the old games. Maybe they're not called screws. I don't know what the canon name for these things is now, but I don't think that Capcom will be writing me any letters of complaint about that lack of clarity in that matter. Those yellow and black box things, whatever they are, have an electric yellow shield all around them that will cause serious damage to Mega Man's body if they come into contact with it. Oh dear, I don't like this at all. But we survived it. Yeah! I wonder if Rush can make it up there. It's interesting how they've changed Rush's mechanic in this game. You have to select him from the menu and then he appears. Nope. You can't just select him and then keep his weapon out and then press the button again once you've walked to the place you want to go. You got to walk to the place you want to go, then select the inventory item and then he appears immediately. That is an odd choice they made. Okay. Mini boss. Let's quickly E-tank before we die. Angst! Now Mega Man is mega ready. I'm mega ready! Yeah, those yellow and black things I was talking about earlier will electrify you with the shield of electricity that's all around them. You've got to shoot this thing in the shades, I see, and avoid the green laser beams that vertical themselves down to you. Oh, and get his green landmines he spits out of his mouth as well. And what are those? It's the yellow lines they're going to get electrified. The green lines are going to get electrified too. Just got to watch for all the little thin lines that appear to warn you that a line's going to appear somewhere else. But this seems reasonably manageable. Oh, when his eyes appeared, I thought that was going to be phase 2. I thought I had to be ready for round 2 for that, but I did not. That's all fine. This must be another checkpoint. Yeah, they've definitely taken items out from the levels in this hardest difficulty. There's obviously a point to this upper area here, but there is not. Assuming this isn't a bottomless pit that kills me, which is not. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, brother. Have I got a slide to dodge this stupid thing? Yeah, I do. I didn't slide fully enough, though. There was not enough of a slider to get away from the full extent of the jam that time. Let's get these bats. Batontons, they're called. They correctly named them that in the old 90s cartoon, Batontons. Astonishing attention to detail there, honestly. Especially for a 90s cartoon. Because I don't remember any characters in the games calling Mega Man a Mega Dweeb. Do something about that Mega Jerk! I don't remember Mega Man having Mega Man throw himself at a statue of President Lincoln to save him from getting shot by Proto Man. I see the gimmick with these things, those flashing lasers, is they flash when those little yellow walking toddlerons get above that orange grid of energy there and flash their lightning up into the red circle beneath Mega Man right now. That's all dealt with. It's all timing puzzles in this level. You've just got to watch for those thin, transparent lines of electricity and avoid being in those thin lines when the actual electricity comes rolling around to you and surges through them. Just got to be on your tootsie toes, Mega Man. Your non-existent toes. Mega Man's just got feet with no toes. Okay, come on, just fall already. Da, 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 da. Big blue thing. That was a big blue gutsy robot. One of the many rebrands of Gutsrad that Dr. Wily's pulled over the years. I think maybe he was this game's equivalent of those massive big robots that old Mega Man games loved to put at the end of the level. Also, I just realised I was going to get hit by that. Old Mega Man games loved to shove this enormous robot you can't jump over at the end of the stage, and he had way too much health to defeat before he got beside you, and the only way to avoid damage was just the luck of hoping that he did a big enough jump that you could slide under him. It was really just complete random chance. They tended to take like a third of your energy away for every hit they got on you, so it was just down to didn't get the timing right. It was just down to random chance whether you won or lost those fights. That was really quite stupid. But I guess that's why they're not doing it here. Super fighting robot Mega Man. Baton tons, come over thons to me, don bonds. Maybe they're tron bonds, baton tons. Hons, I don't know ons. I don't know ons. It's a monster on to mow. Oh, bat-y. Come on, bats. Oh, the bat. The bat. There's the bat. Taken bat of. I've swiftly dealt with bat. And no bastions answered. No bastions asked. Man. I'm not a fan of the complete absence of health pickups in the Super Hard mod. There is nothing whatsoever that gives you health power-ups. Absolutely nothing. In fact, did I buy that energy balancer? Because I don't think anything drops the energy power-ups either. I'm surprised that the enemies even drop the screws, in fact. I'm surprised you even get that. Even that's quite a mercy for this game. I'm not risking going under him. It's like Tails, he runs out of rocket power eventually and he has to come down. I was fully expecting that black bit of rubble to fall on Mega Man's head and kill him. You know what, where's my thing? I think this calls for another energy tank. There we go. Up the green. And another, it's that yellow puzzle that I died on. Well, that went a lot better when I just blazed through it, although the second one didn't go quite so well when I blazed through it. Okay, now, okay, here, right, that doesn't hit me to the right there. I thought that was going to hit me the first time. That's why I didn't get the jaws done right the first time. I had to get it done the second time. Okay, I have to go as soon as that is done. As soon as this, and jump before that hits. Good. Oh, I keep making that mistake. Jumping straight into that. Alright, up here. And it's just the same pattern again, I believe. Just got to wait. Huh? I must have been slightly too close to the open area. I'll take him out and then I'll try to do this. Go! Mega Man, go! There. Mega complete. Mega accomplished.
Mega great! Mega good job! You've done a mega job!
That's not one of my stupid voices that I'm making up. That was the actual voice Mega Man had in Captain N, the Game Master. Very good old cartoon. About Nintendo characters like Simon Belmont, well known for looking like an airjet pilot with goggles on his head. Okay, enough to talk about that. Captain N can come later. Jetman, or whatever his name is, Fuse Man is being every bit the twerp that I really should have expected the electricity-based robot master to be. They always are, aren't they? They're always terrible. Always fast, always lightning, always mad. So he throws projectiles at us, rockets around the place, then stands in place and throws things, and stuff crawls along the ground after us too. That was the first attempt. Let's give it another go. Fuse man, get ready to learn a fuselage and fusion. Just don't even think about fusing yourself with the fuse mushloosely.
Looks like the swammies out swammies. Wow.
No. Well, he's got a very simple attack pattern in this part of the fight. He just teleports to a place and then throws two things at you while there's stuff rocketing around the screen. Well, I see what's happening here as well. Oh. Yeah, he just throws us two things and we got to just dodge. Again, these projectiles around the corners of the screen are just following train tracks, essentially. I think we can take one more hit before we got to use a tank, but now we got to use a tank. Oh yeah, I didn't even try the ball. See if that's his weakness. Mind you, I don't know if I can pay enough attention to... Okay, now, just the slide when you see the blue stuff coming from underneath Mega Man. And try and turn around and hit him, but it seems to be hard to time that. This whole level was about lines that are showing you where the actual projectiles are going to appear at. It's all quite nice. Ah! Knockout is right. I don't know what that's got to do with electricity, but Fuseman said what he said. I guess Mega Man must have knocked out the power supply in this place. In this very green power facility. Now Mega Man is going to absorb all the power. What's he doing when that happens in these games? Just jumps up and all of those circles fly around him. Is that him absorbing the powers? In the old 90s Mega Man cartoon, when he did that, he just touched the robot and then stood there for 10 seconds absorbing the power, and then he said, "I got your power." And then Pharaoh Man punched him in the face. But he only punched him in the face after he'd stood there for 10 seconds saying he's got his power. Pharaoh Man was just standing there politely waiting for him to finish his weapon collection before punching him in the face. I don't need to test the weapons. Thought I said Black Man for a minute there, goodness me. Well, there was a Colour Man. There's a Colour Man in Mega Man Battle Network. I don't know if he ever showed up in any of the normal Mega Man games. And he's certainly not in any of the numbered ones. He's not in Mega Man at base either, so if Colour Man came from something, it's pretty obscure. Maybe he came from that Wonder Swan game with such... Maybe he came from the Wonder Swan game with Air Conditioning Man and other very strange ones. I'm not making that up either, that's not a joke. Air Conditioning Man in the Japanese only Wonder Swan exclusive Mega Man game. It's a weird one. Anyway, this is Blockman, and fittingly for Blockman, he lives inside of a giant building that's built out of blocks. But the moment I saw Blockman in that introduction, I thought he looks more like Brickman. He's made out of bricks. I would have called him Brickman. And yeah, this stage really kind of cements that with the same amount of cement that they must have cemented these bricks together with. Or whatever the stuff is that bricks are tied together with. Like, whatever. Oh! A hidden surprise for Mega Man. Mega Man's not a fan of hidden object games, so he doesn't take kindly to these things. And who would be a fan of hidden object games? Because if they're anything like that one I played on the Halloween, the Valentine's Day special video, it's just a matter of clicking randomly on a screen until you find something, and it's completely random. There's no hints where it is. That was the stupidest game. That can't be hidden object games. That can't be what they're like. Complete random chance? That's daft. I don't believe that's what they are. Okay, let's go ahead and ignore the little secret item that's not there behind those walls. Not that it would have been terribly hard to blow those walls down and get the item. From what I've seen of this game so far, it's a fairly normal Mega Man style game, but I feel as, well, it's slightly underwhelming so far. I didn't have any expectations for this. I thought, considering they've got this new graphics style, I thought maybe this was going to be really cutting edge and go to bold new places and stuff, but it's really not done any of that. It's very, very normal Mega Man game. People seem to be happy with this, from the going by the reviews of this game on Steam. Maybe it's just people are thankful to something that's not Mighty Number 9. I don't know. This is quite a simple mini-boss. Oh no, I'm not on the correct side to hit him here. Oh, too bad, Mega Man. Mega Jerk. Mega Dweeb. Dealt with that. And on we go, let's get that. Slam, 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 slam. Actually, what on earth am I doing? Don't run towards him. There. Mission accomplished. What's this? What are these things? Nothing that concerns us, whatever they are. I wonder if we're going to get the Rust Jet in this game. We've got the coil. We had that from the start. You normally do in these games. I think you had to earn it originally in the really old games, but eventually you just have it from the beginning. Is there any threat at all to by these guys? They're extremely easily telegraphed attack. I suppose this is the most threatening one in the entire game, because I don't want to shoot the brick wall, because that guy will come out and start rolling at me. And if I want to get this guy, I've got to keep jumping down here, shooting and jumping out of the way. I'm getting the feeling that pink rotating platform is a platform that I can platform across. Platform on top of. I didn't feel like trying that though. Okay, onto the conveyor belt and jump up over that, and then shoot those to kill them. So I've got a nice empty place to do. Ah, dodge that. Good. Conveyor belt. Uh-oh. Oh dear. Is this an automatic? Yeah, it's a side-scrolling. Those, yeah, we're heading towards the bad spikes on the left. We've got to escape the bad things. Roll, run, slide. Oh, green man and the little tyre. Reminds me of those children's tyre slide things you get at playgrounds. I'd like to play on them. Oh no, no! Aha! So there was a use for that. That was clever. That was really clever, that. I liked that. That's a puzzle. That's a really, like, fast think on your feet sort of puzzle. You had to react quickly there to jump on him. Or you'd end up falling in that pit, probably after you'd taken damage from him. Take damage and, like, during the recoil, you'd head straight into the pit. Oh no, it's one of those mets, or metors, or metals, or metools, or metowers, or whatever on earth they're actually called. It's one of those. Except now it's not one of those anymore. It's gone to robot, it's gone to Silicon Heaven. Oh, where all the calculators go. Come on. No! The maths exams in schools and that still refuse to let the students use calculators. Because your teacher was lying about that, because you're never going to get stuck on a desert island and not be able to use a calculator. As if you're going to be able to figure out, like, the correct trajectory to angle the palm tree to catapult you onto the mainland. Or, like, if you're trapped on a desert island, what on earth are you going to accomplish with or without a blooming calculator that's going to help you to get off the desert island? Because I'm sure that, I'm guessing that your maths teacher, like mine, also used this desert island analogy. The reason why you weren't allowed to use a calculator in class is because you might get stuck without a calculator on a desert island when you're an adult. I mean, well, that analogy turned out to be pretty much completely wrong, because nowadays you'd have a smartphone with a calculator facility. And everybody's got a smartphone. So you're really, the modern age, once again, all the stuff I was taught is a complete lie. Yeah, as usual, the education system just foisting pointless old traditions for no good reason at all whatsoever. The desert island thing is not going to happen. And even if it did, you'd realistically just die of starvation, no matter how many calculators you had on you. Wonder what Mega Man would think about the calculator requirements in exams. It's especially daft because when you get to university, they let you use exams in the calculator. Then some stuff about this game I'm just questioning though. What was the point of those walls? There was no puzzle there. There was nothing hard about that. I didn't accomplish anything meaningful shooting those walls. There's a few clever little puzzles and things so far, but I feel like most of this game has been a bit paint by numbers, really. How far back is this? Oh, thank goodness, just here. Let's go for it. I never bought Mighty Number 9, but if you don't know what that is, I couldn't kill that thing. Mighty Number 9 was an attempt by the person who created the Mega Man character to create a game that was just like Mega Man, but without using the licensed Mega Man characters. Because at that point he'd left Capcom and he was making his own way in the world. At the tender age of 50 or whatever he is, setting foot for the first time at the big bad world alone. And he got a lot of backing for this project. People funded him on Kickstarter to make his game, but unfortunately people didn't like the end result. And I never played it, but I have seen it on YouTube. I'm wondering what I'd think of that compared to this if I actually played it. From what I've seen of that, that looks more inspired than this. Whatever you might think of that game, it looks like it was... Whatever you might think of Mighty Number 9, it looks like it was trying to be something original. It was trying to do something interesting. Mega Man 11 so far, to me, it's a perfectly competent game. Oh, this is a cunning one there. Perfectly fine game. Perfectly fine Mega Man game. But it's not trying hard. It's not trying to do anything that'll bowl you over. It's just carrying on. Just carrying things on. Now, let's see. Wow, that would have killed you in old Mega Man games. There's no way they would have let you live if a box had fallen on your head like that in classical style Mega Man. No way they would have let that happen. You get an instinct when you're a video game veteran. You get an instinct when and stuff like that where you know what's supposed to happen. I know that box should have killed me if we were going by the classic game design philosophy of the old Mega Mans. But mercifully it didn't. Game design has changed over the years and it's a good thing. Stuff like that. Whoa. Well, there was... Let's talk about cheapness, why don't we? Mega Man 9 and 10 had a lot of cheap traps, especially 9. They put a lot of cheap death traps in that are just going to destroy you until you learn how to deal with them. There's been none of that in this. There was a couple of cheap things, like that level where you wouldn't know the orange lit blocks hurt you until you get hurt by them. But that's just, you take one hit from them and then you know. There's been no death traps. Well, there was that little bit there that I just faced. There was that little maze I had to navigate through and then shoot the 2 blocks at the end and then go around the left and slide through the 2 empty blocks that I'd shot out with a gap in between them that you had to slide over. That wasn't obvious. You might be confused what you're supposed to do there and then you'll die before you know what you're supposed to do.
What are you doing here?
Now, that's about the only thing I would call a death trap that I've seen in this game. Oh yeah, Blockman. Oh, I've lost my charge again. Silly Mega. Mega. Uh-oh. Oh. Nope, in segments, in sequestions. They're coming down in sequestions. Sequential block falling animations. Well, I felt it both of those, both times. Well, I'm dead, so let's see. Let's try some of these weapons. Eat it, Blockman. That's another thing about the 90s cartoon. They called them... It wasn't Blockman. It was Blockman.
Cartman, Guardsman, Protoman.
And yet they called Mega Man Mega Man. They didn't do it for him. Well, neither of those weapons worked. I noticed the second one after I died, it still hit him, and it still took energy off. Which means this is one of those games where you can die, and then the boss dies too, but you still lose. Again, I lost the charge. That really throws me off. Okay, let's see if we can actually dodge this time. Did that even hit him? I don't think it did. I think the remnants of those blocks might have taken that shot that I did. Oh well. Sometimes I let go of the charge button and he doesn't shoot. It's not just my imagination, that is definitely happening sometimes. Is he going to run straight in? Oh, come on! That's not fair. I mean, I suppose it is fair. It's as fair as anything else in a Mega Man game. E-tank time. I saw something in the bottom right of that screen about the unstoppable Buster's charge. Oh no, he's doing his special. What the F is this going to be? What? That's coming from the left, isn't it? No, it's... Whoa! Okay, I certainly wasn't expecting this. Oh, he's got a full health bar now. Got to shoot the red eye inside this giant behemoth golem goth. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, blocks, blicks. Blocks and blicks. Next he'll be coming at us with jelly-filled donuts. There'll be no jelly-filled donuts for you, Tubstadator. You're plump enough already, thank you. Time you went on a diet. No more jelly-filled donuts for a month. Oh, that killed me? Alright, I didn't expect a two-phase Robot Master. I should have guessed the first phase was just a little bit too easy. Also, was that final hit an instant kill, or was I just low on health? I think I had a decent amount of health, so I think that might have been an instant slam. An instant slam. Right, hold the button, don't let go yet. Don't let go. Yeah, there we go. If I'd let go, I would have lost it. And that's no good. Now, let's dodge these. Let's fail to do that. That works. Either or. I mean, it happened, so it definitely worked. Programmers definitely successfully programmed that to be something that could happen. On Mega Man. Yeah, the first phase is actually really easy when you know how to do it properly. Red up, and then plunge up. And is he going to come from the left again, or is it good? Oh, I get time for a change of pace this time. I got him on the left-hand side of the screen instead of the right. Right, now don't get slammed by that fist, or else it's curtains for Mega Man. And if there's one thing Mega Man doesn't believe in, it's curtains. No, quick, energy tanks. I'd better not get killed this time, because I'm running low on the tanks. Not on the lives, though. Oh wow. I'm underestimating how much damage those punches do. I'd better make it count. Mega Man. Whoa. Slow, Mega Man. It's not Christmas, there's no need to be that slow, come on. Open your presents like a good little hippopotamus, and that's a nurse cherub. I said earlier that Blockman looks like a hand grenade to me. It's the grey bit on top of his head and the grey bit below his head. They're like the top and bottom of a grenade. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me that sees that. I wonder why they called this guy Blockman and not Brickman, because I'm thinking of bricks. Everything associated with him. The shape of his body looks like bricks. All those lines. It's a bunch of rectangles with interconnecting lines. Just like a brick. Alright, now then. So the hands aren't instant kills, they just hurt you. He's got a very simple attack pattern in this final phase, though. He sends his massive arm into two different places. One of them is just in front of you there, and the other one is just at the wall here. I gotta just dodge slightly depending on which one he does. This is the... well, I did it wrong that time. I need to learn which one he's gonna do. What? Alright. It seems as though... Even in the slam to the ground, you've still got to jump a little bit in the air, I think, to dodge it. Alright, duly noted. Duly noted. What's that thing in the background anyway? Hieroglyphs. Looks like a giant mechanical man. Well, it looks like Blockman actually. And a bunch of little babies with sunglasses on them piloting cogs. Oh, it's those enemies from earlier in the level. It's a big hieroglyph of the stuff we've seen in the level. It's a hieroglyph of all of the elements of the stage that we've played so far. I understand that. Dear. I don't understand reality though, or I would have dodged those... I don't understand the laws of physics in Mega Man 11, or I would have successfully knotted what I just dudded that. I would have successfully knotted what I just dudded. Successfully knotted what I just dudded. There. Finally got that sentence correct. Now... we got to take him out. We got to talk him Dean from this Sword of the Bang. Did that take off half of the health bar? I'm gonna feel like a daft if I die now. I'm missing all these. I bought all of my precious lives in the energy tanks, and this is where it gets me. But that's okay. I've got 2 lives left. Just got to give it a go. Got a bang and the dirt is gone. If you say so. Whoops. Did it again. I don't understand what the deal is with that the second phase. I can handle all of his attacks except that one where it just sometimes hits me and I don't know what to do about it. I don't understand. I need to figure out how to dodge that one where he smashes the ground with his hand. Because I don't know what I'm supposed to do to deal with that. Maybe I gotta walk a bit closer up to him. That's the last chance. You know what, if I fail at one of these bosses like this and get a game over, I'll just cut back to the next time I get here. I think that's the way to deal with something like this. Oh, and those. Have they ever had a Mega Man boss fight of 2 phases like this as one of the normal Robot Masters? I don't believe they ever have. I think this is the only time. I think Blockman is the only 2-phased Robot Master with 2 health bars. See that? Look at that. The health bar goes right back up. Okay, I'm gonna trust that what I need to do is stand a little bit close to him so that he does that. Yeah, it's how close you are to him that decides whether he does what attack there. And then don't jump up when he does that second thing. Not really sure, honestly. Come on. Down. Yeah. It's right. And that again. Good, I've got it. Cracked it. One more heat, and he's toast! All Mega Mans! Oh, brother, I almost messed up there. Oh, you're kidding me. He's still alive. Okay. He better not have a horrible, evil trick, which he does have. Oh, you Berk, you jumped. You twerk. Oh no. Phew. What a close shave. Man, that was cruel. Still having to fight the last bit of health off of the normal form after you'd beat that giant hulking monster golem thing. Wasn't a fan of that, I'll be honest. I wasn't fond of how the golem takes off enormous damage if each hit, and how it wasn't clear that you needed to walk towards him to trigger him to do the ground slam thing and then walk away, or else it will just not be possible to avoid it. That was not nice. Not nice, Capcom. But we've dealt with him. In Mega Man 11, much like in life, sometimes you're faced with situations that you don't have a reasonable way to deal with. But just like in real life, you've got to pull the twigs together and deal with the vagaries and handle the unexpecteds and hack yourself a way through it. And that's what Capcom's just trying to teach us. Capcom stands for Capsule Corporation. Capsule Computers, if you didn't know that. I'm certainly sure. I'm surer than sure. I'm braver than Brand. I'm positiver than a partially sparked hydrofleeman. No, hemoglobin, sorry. I believe electrons have the negative charge in electricity, and protons have the positive one. And then neutrons just don't seem to care. They're the Sillet Bang spokespersons. What would you call them? They're the Billy Mays. The Billy Mays of the electricity world. I should have been saving that witty commentary there for the electricity level. We've already done that one though. Okay, we're done with that. Let's see. What's this? Energy something. I don't like that. Negates the recoil. Well, we might as well buy these things. Except... is there a reason you don't want to equip things? I wonder if Mega Man can only equip one thing at once. Well, we may as well take a... no, I'm not going to take that. I will take the Mega Tank though, that thing. Let's have that. And that, I'm satisfied with that for today. Let's conclude that there. We're in pretty good shape to take on the next takeage. If you're ready, just like Mega Man up there, it is slightly more pixelated form now that I've got the lower quality graphics. If you're ready like him to stare at your own head off to your right hand side, which Mega Man himself is doing there, stare at his own blue face, slightly strangely drawn face there above a screw, which maybe it's all symbolic. Maybe it's all symbolic of something. I mean, the number of screws you can have seemingly goes up to 100,000, which I thought was absurd, but actually we've been getting so many screws that maybe that is a reasonable thing, actually. I was about to say that it was impossible to get that much, and it was a metaphor for the how a capitalist government system matrix, you can't really get anything unless you're Donald Trump. But that stupid thing I was about to say has been disproven because you can get that many screws. Megabad is actually, that makes Megabad in actuality a reconstruction of the American dream. Capcom should be praised for their clever storytelling. They've developed over the years. You can't say they haven't moved on from I'm gonna do what I should have done years ago and my scheme for world domination has filed. They've come a long way with their English literary criticism. Goodbye!